I'm Ashley, the Monogram Mompreneur. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. In today's video, we're going to be making some super cute fall and Halloween sublimation shirts, so stay tuned. So what we'll be using today is my 15 by 15 Heat Press Nation heat press. We're going to be using my Sawgrass SG1000 printer because I will be doing an 8.5 by 11 print and using my 11 by 17 paper. So the SG1000 print both sizes. So these are the designs, and we're also going to use my Old Faithful, this Sam's Club butcher paper. It's like 26 bucks for that huge thing of butcher paper. I'm telling you, it is the best. So if you're a Sam's Club member, definitely get it delivered because it's amazing. I don't think they sell it in store. Also, we are going to be using my new little t-shirt ruler and of course our sublimation paper. And I'm also going to use my T-Paddets from Heat Press Nation. You can also use like a pressing pillow. I'm going to use it on the kid shirt to make sure I get a nice even press. All right, I've got my heat press set to about 400 degrees. Let's get started. To get started, I'm going to be using, I think this is the same shirt, a Gildan Softstyle. This is the Heather Orange, 65% poly, 35% cotton. It's probably going to turn out similar to this, and a lot of people like to bleach these shirts to make it stand out even more. I might bleach it, I don't know. We'll see if I'm feeling brave enough, but I've got a really cute fall design for this one for me. And then I'm going to be making my daughter a cute Halloween shirt on this Laughing Giraffe 65-35 poly sublimation shirt. So what we're going to do is we are going to pre-press our shirt. I have it set at 400 degrees. It's super hot. Luckily, it feels like fall here today in Florida. Oh my gosh, the humidity was glorious. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like a 10-second pre-press just to get all the moisture out. Ooh, my pressure is super tight because we've been doing some screen print. Oh, I see lots of lint on here today. So I'm gonna fold it in half, find my center. I like to keep the elastic off if at all possible. Y'all ignore my mess back there. Okay, so I'm just doing a press. I did really like Blank's Boutique, their brand of sublimation blanks. They're a little more expensive, but they're super, super nice. So now that we have that beautiful center line, we are going to look at all that lint. We got a lint roll. Don't forget this step, especially for your white. Okay. Ooh, it is so linty. Okay, so I definitely need to adjust my pressure. So with sublimation, you don't have to go super, super high pressure, but you want even pressure. That makes sense. So any seam, sometimes I'll use my T-Padded, and you want to lint roll any spot, even the spots that aren't going to have stuff on them, okay? Okay, now that I've wrinkled up my thing, I'm gonna print my sublimation design and we're gonna get to pressing. Okay, so now that we have our super cute design, I can't remember where it's from. It's either Sprinkled Ink or Lottie Dottie's Designs, and then that's Sugar Moon font that I had gotten from, I think, fontbundles.net. I'll link everything below. But so it's mirrored. Look how cute that's gonna look. It's gonna be adorable. All right, let's get it pressed to the shirt. All right, so we have our design, butcher paper. So what we're gonna wanna do, since we have some dark, I'm just gonna place some in between the shirt because you don't want the bleed through to the back. So I'm just gonna place that in here. And then I probably am gonna use a tea padded. You can use a pressing pillow, but this just elevates the design. So that way the seams don't get in the way, because I seem to have some trouble sometimes. A lot of times if you have trouble with sublimation, it's uneven pressure. So we're just gonna try to eliminate that. So you have it in there, like so. I have my center line. Our design is actually about an inch. It's an inch and a half from the top, which is what I prefer. Unlike my applique shirts, inch and a half. Okay, so I'm gonna line it up. We're gonna go right to the bottom of the collar. Make sure everything looks straight. Make sure my tea padded makes it all the way down. You can rip around if you don't want a harsh edge. And then I'm just gonna place here. Everything looks good. 385 to 400 is the time they recommended because you don't want to scorch. So I'm gonna probably go 45 to 60 seconds. I don't want to scorch my shirt. Okay, it didn't scorch my shirt, so that's good. I think if we would have went, it's a little scorched, so I'd say probably 385 for your laughing giraffe. But look at this. Look at that shadow. That's why you always want to use butcher paper. All right, you ready? Let's see how it looks. Now you see some scorch, so I'd say yeah, lower your temp. Ooh, so cute. Now it's supposed to be the off-white color in the middle to kind of give it a pop. Oh my gosh, adorable. Okay, also I've heard that if you go like this after, it kind of gets rid of those little lines. Look how cute that turned out. Oh my gosh. Now again, this is the 65-35 Laughing Giraffe Sublimation shirts. So if they're out, try Blank's Boutique. And I mean, it's not bad. So maybe a little less than 400. Definitely don't go the full 60 seconds. So I did 400 for 50 seconds. But we were getting close to scorching. So just find your groove, find what works for your heat press. Look at that. How adorable is that? I love the faux applique. This is beautiful. Look how crisp that turned out. All right, let's do an adult shirt. Okay, so for the adult design, I'm gonna be using my 11x17 Sublimation paper. So I'm just gonna switch out the trays, or just switch out the paper real quick. Okay, and it stays out like this for when you print, okay? So we're just gonna discard this. I know it hurts people's hearts sometimes, but it's gonna be more vintage if you try to use it. Okay, so I'm using my Tax Print R Sublimation paper. All right, this is the design. It says getting lit and it has all the pumpkin spice, apple cinnamon. I think it's hilarious. Candles, so we're gonna print this. So when you are changing your paper size, you wanna change it on your general settings. You go to menu, system settings, tray paper settings, and I only have one tray, so I'm gonna hit tray 1 and I'm gonna go over to 11x17. Okay, and it's programmed. Okay, all right, so now let's send it. Oh my gosh, this is looking so cute. Oh my gosh, look at that. My neighbor's out blowing leaves. Ignore the sound. It's fall, guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I think it is the same shirt. is we are going to pre-press our adult size shirt. So I just have it on here. We got some new butcher paper, and we're just gonna do 10 seconds. I'm gonna tighten my pressure because I was using a T-padded, so I just want to make sure my pressure is correct. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, fine, everything's fine, ignore it, it's fall, guys. So let me know in the comments below, what are your favorite smelly fall candles? Do you have a favorite scent? I just seem to grab the like generic ones, like the Glade ones, or the ones at Target or Walmart. I was burning a pumpkin one. I've been burning it for like 2 weeks, and it's gonna switch to Christmas here soon, so we better enjoy the fall smells while we can, because November 1, it switches to Christmas in my house. No more fall. Okay, good enough. Center-ish. Okay, I hope my design isn't too big. I mean, I guess this one's about 12-ish. Yeah, that's about right. It just looks huge. So, what we're gonna do is we are gonna find our center. Okay, so I also got this new thing. We've been doing some screen print transfers, so I got this thing. I'll link in the description below. It's super durable. Some of the ones I saw are flimsy, so it has white and red, so if you're doing dark stuff, it'll show through. So what you do is you just align it on the collar. Not necessary, but if you're wondering where to place things, that's a cool tool, or you could do the 3-finger down method, depending on the size of your fingers. Okay, so we pre-pressed. We did the center line. I'm not too worried about the collar because I am gonna try to place it off, okay? Probably do need to do a quick lint roll before I get too fussy. Okay, so how you would use the ruler is you're putting it like this, okay? You would take it, you would find that center, and you would line it up to be the transfer to go right under here. So that's about 3 inches down, 3 fingers. Ta-da! But I'm gonna pull it off a little, and you could still do the same thing. I just kind of line it up right there. And then I'll put my transfer there, or you can do the 3-finger method. I'm gonna put a piece of butcher paper just because, okay. Okay, so the top of the design is about that red mark, or about 3.5 fingers down. So I am just gonna pull it up gently like that, because I just don't want that on there. All right, guys, so let's get the butcher paper on top, because this one is definitely gonna probably have some bleed through with all the darkness. And let's press at 400 for 60 seconds. When you do a color shirt and you don't plan on bleaching it, you have to expect that the white is gonna be the color of the shirt. Some people don't mind it, but if you do want it to be bright, you can bleach it. So I might try to bleach this one. We'll see how it goes. But this one I've washed it probably 10 times, and it's lasted great. So don't be afraid to do color or 65% poly shirts. It's really a lot of fun. Okay, you ready? Oh my goodness. You know what, I wasn't expecting it to be this cute. I was kind of worried, like, you know, what's the white space gonna look like? I don't think I'm gonna bleach it. It is so cute. Look at how vibrant that is. Look, we got about 3 to 4 down. It's about perfect height. How adorable is that? So there is that one. It says getting lit. It's a little play on fall candles. Look how vibrant those oranges are. So we did that one, and then we did our kids like a faux applique sublimation shirt. So I'm telling you, sublimation is so cool, quick and easy. You can do a lot of fun designs to offer something else to your customers. So yeah, I will link the designs that I used today. I think both are from Etsy. So I will link everything I used today. My pink heat press, which I love. This is a 15 by 15 slide out, and I have just loved this heat press, and it's so cute. And then my sawgrass sublimation printer. I definitely would say if you're trying to do adult stuff, go ahead and get the SG 1000. It does 11 by 17 paper, and that way you can do big designs, because I feel like this one is amazing. I hope this was a fun fall tutorial for you. Make some festive, fun shirts. I have some new toys, this one, and then I have some new toys coming. So we're gonna be doing lots of fun sublimation, heat press vinyl, and embroidery all coming up in upcoming videos. So make sure you hit subscribe. We would love to have you here in the community. We're gonna be doing so many fun fall, holiday, Christmas things coming up. This is my favorite time of year, so I can't wait to do lots of fun tutorials with you and videos. So make sure you hit subscribe and give me a like. That helps me so much. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.